Now, let's see what the situation is in its entirety that we must take a look at and pay close attention to. It is very important for everyone to start looking at this thing more carefully because a lot of times there are distractions, but the cost of life is heavy. And then they always says, they strike out against black people because of so and so. But explain the theory. Excuse me. Excuse me. Explain the theory. Explain the theory. You know what I'm saying? All the garbage they do. You know what I'm saying? But let's explain the theory of what they talking about in the mix with a big bag of twigs. You know what I'm saying? With a big bag of twigs. You know what I mean? Explainer, I guess some newscast. Theory, the explanation of what he did in, I guess, Buffalo. The theory of white replacement fueled racist attack. That is a lie. That is a lie. The replacement, how? You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a job to do. This is ideology. This is no base. This is, to me, a whole setup type thing to cause a distraction and, you know what I'm saying, and this and the third, and then they making them look good and saying that they condemn it and all of this and the third. A racist ideology sweeps from the internet, fringe into a mainstream is being investigated as a motive factor in the supermarket shooting that killed 10 people in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? 10 people had to die for his garbage. Racism does not have any, any, any basis of anything. It is just hate, and it can be used sometimes as a tool to offset a program in which they're using in order to put themselves in a better light. You know what I'm saying? In many of our governmental ways, we see this. You know what I mean? You need to pick up where I left off. The idea from the great replacement theory filled a racist screed, you know what I mean, supposedly post online by a white 18-year-old man accused of targeting black people in Saturday Rampage. Authorities were still working on confirm working to confirm its authenticity. You know what I'm saying? Certainly, there was no mistake. The racist internet in the shooter. Yeah, but who was he talking to? He didn't come up on this to me on his own, and he's a part of something, and we must find out. You see? Because just the act is not enough to explain uh, 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 everything. Oh, he was racist, so he targeted black people. That's it. So the racist is a pathway we can't go no further because we know that's what he did. And he targeted black people and 10 black people died. We must start to, as black people, take a harder grip. Do not lose your cool, you know what I'm saying? But we must push forward in monitoring our government activities and many other organizations that a lot of us may seem to be a part of, but we need to get out of. You know what I'm saying? What is the great replacement? Is it simply, but it says there is a conspiracy afoot to diminish the influence of white people. How would that happen? The only way that can happen is because you want to project racism, even though we know this might be alleged, this might be a fake, and this might be an agent type shit going on. You know what I'm saying? But it's still the theory that we must talk about because it's on the plate. You know what I'm saying? But it might be the fact that you saying this garbage here, you know what I'm saying? You're replacing who? How we replace it? We need to all work together as we build this country back from these beasts. You know what I'm saying? Stop being used. This is what happened in Europe before. You still being led like a nut. Back and forth. Like that guy that was sitting in the park that was on the internet where he's sitting in the park jiggling like a clown. And here, and the government, and they don't know that the Republicans and the Democrats are all in together, and they're just playing you back and forth like a football, and they really don't care. Remember that shit? The jester? Clown they sent out there? Uh-huh. Let's go ahead. Believer said, this goal, this goal is being achieved both through immigration, and non-white people. Who's the non-white people? Black people into uh, uh, society or whatever he's saying that have large. I'm not gonna read the stupid words that are largely being uh, dominated by white people. What? Your brains, a society, I guess he was saying, that is dominated by white people. But you dominated it by force and violence and murder and killing and stealing and piracy. You have no right here, no more than anyone else that comes here. You're projecting hate off of nothing but hate. There is no facts to your claim. When you go understand that racist shit is no more than straight hate, wanting to take everybody else's stuff. You ain't got none of your own. So you rob everybody with violence, murder, and killing, and then project racism into their head to separate and divide and conquer the people. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, dominated by white people, we go on, as well as those simply demographics, the simple demographics with white people having lower birth rate than others. Number one, get rid of Bill Goat Gates, Anthony Fox, the Weasel, and all them demon Democrat, KKK, Ku Klux Klan, Secret Society, all them oligarchs, deep state. Get rid of them out of the country, and that'll stop. Build in your mind trueness of a man and not a beast. Let's wake up. All people. The theory, more racists, Harriet believes that crews are behind the so-called replacement conspiracy. Of course, that's going to be said. That's going to be said. You know what I'm saying?